Taurus, welcome to your tarot spread for the week ahead. I hope all is good on your side of things. So just before I go into your oracle messages that I have laid out here, I just want to let you know, in case you're not aware, that I am now creating monthly messages that you can purchase directly from my web store. So if you're curious about learning about the month ahead with regards to the overall theme for the collective, as well as your specific archangel message, oracle messages, auric colors, angel numbers, all of that good stuff and more, I recommend checking it out. The link is in the description box below. Okay, wow, all right. So when it comes to your oracle messages, I can see here with a decrease in reverse of family, that yes, family dynamics are being highlighted once again. I feel like this was a message that you got last week as well. Your family situation was being highlighted, so it could very well be a continuation from there. But we'll have to see as we continue the reading. But I feel that with decrease in reverse, you're starting to realize that perhaps there is a way to overcome a situation involving your family dynamic. That maybe you don't have to separate yourself or walk away from it, but actually the best thing you can do with new moon in Gemini, communication is key, is to talk it out, to see if you can work through your differences, right? As opposed to just cutting people off entirely. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you're second guessing whether or not that's a good idea. Maybe you're wanting to heal a relationship for the sake of your family, right? That's possible, especially if you have children with this person. So take it how it resonates specifically for your situation, because it's going to be different for different people. Now, it's interesting because we are in Gemini season, so I feel like now is the time to really hash out what is going on here and to really just get to the nitty-gritty so you can resolve these issues. Also, do bear in mind though, we do have Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Gemini, which is, you know, its ruling planet. So it's going to be a bit tricky, okay? It's better that you use your words, use your discernment to speak compassion, to speak from a place of truth, from your heart, and not let your frustration, anger, upset cloud your judgment, because otherwise in the heat of the moment we can say things we don't mean, and especially with this energy, or things can come out very jumbled and confused. So it's better that you just give yourself a moment to just compose, think about what you want to actually say and not just react to those words, and then express yourself, okay? So good communication is the key thing here. Now with Saraswati, I might be saying that completely wrong because I just butcher names, so I apologize for that. Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The affirmation is, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So again, like it says, knowledge of self, self-knowledge, knowing that you are a divine being, that you are capable of using your higher judgment, using your innate wisdom to overcome obstacles, even those when it involves our closest interpersonal relationships. Yes, it can be tricky because you are one whole complete universe in yourself, trying to communicate with someone else who's also a whole and complete universe. And you may not always have the same language, but where there's love, where there's self, where there's understanding, you can recognize that there are some truths that are just innate to us all, okay? Because we all come from the same source, right? Even though we are whole and complete within ourselves. So that's important to be aware of. Going into your tarot messages here, you have the World card in the upright, which is awesome. This is also your energy along with the other fixed signs, and the King of Pentacles. So there you are again, Taurus. You're coming in a very strong energy, in a very empowered position. So this is it. This is you remembering yourself, remembering that you are loyal, that you're dedicated, that you're stable, that you're grounded, that you are approachable, that you are giving, that you are nurturing, that you are respectable, that you are abundant, right? So this is the thing. It's like knowing that you have a lot to give, and that yes, perhaps you have dependents as well that rely on you, that rely on your resources, that rely on your time, your energy, your compassion, your love, your nurturing, right? You could very well be a mother or a father. And that's why you're looking at this from a different perspective and knowing that, okay, we need to take a different approach. We need to put an end to the nonsense and start over, okay? Let's try a different approach for the sake of our family, because neither of us want to lose this, right? With the Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like, yes, there is a lot of healing that needs to take place within the dynamic, whether it's between you and a family member as in a relative, you with a child maybe even, or yourself and a partner, okay? But communication is what's really important at this time. You have to talk it out, okay? Even if it's tricky, you have to talk it out. Two of Swords there, all right? Making a decision. How do you want to approach this? Do you want to avoid the situation and allow the conflict to grow even bigger and the distance to become bigger? Or do you want to sit down and actually try and see if you can work through any differences? Also, what is it that you feel like you're having to, I don't know, maybe guard yourself from or protect yourself from, right? Because in the traditional deck, she has two swords crossing her chest. So it's like on some level, you may feel like you have to use your intellect, your words to protect your heart because you're afraid of what may be said back to you, okay? So, but I feel like open communication is going to be really important, despite those fears, okay? So, we now have the Lovers, okay, Gemini energy. We have also the Knight of Pentacles. So that is Virgo, okay? So you could have very strong earth placements in your chart. You could be an earth-heavy person, right? And the Two of Cups. We also have the Knight of Cups as well, so we'll get to that in a minute. But with the Lovers, I feel like this is a case of, you know, you both need to come to a decision here. It's like, look, we either work through our relationship problems, our marriage problems, or we get a divorce, we separate. It's one or the other, because we cannot continue as things have been. We need to take a new approach. We need to start afresh here. It's what's needed for all of us. And especially if you have children, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is drag them into the mix, okay? So I feel like some of you may actually decide to go for marriage counseling or relationship counseling. Some of you might try therapy. There's definitely a support system, I feel, that's available to you. This could even be other relatives that want to help you, support you. Maybe you have someone in your family, maybe like a brother or a sister, a cousin, an aunt, uncle, mother, father, someone who is very good with people, that know how to de-escalate situations. So they may be coming forward to try and help you guys work through your problems. That's possible. With the Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So like I said, specifically Virgo. I feel like, you know, it's not going to be easy. You know it's going to take time. But I feel like you want to work it out. You want to work through this, okay? It's like, we can fix this. Let's put in the work. I know it's not going to be easy. It's not going to happen overnight. But we need to do what's best for our family. We need to do what's best for us as well. And we both want this to work, so let's just try. Let's see if we can heal this. Let's go to therapy. Let's have marriage counseling. Let's have this mediation with a family member and see how we can heal this. Two of Cups, okay? Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yes, the decision is basically that this relationship is hanging in the balance. This is not like, again, someone you've been just dating. This is a serious relationship. This is either a marriage or a long-term relationship. There could very well be children involved. And it's hanging in the balance right now, okay? And I feel like that's why you're wanting to not give up on this. This is why you're not wanting to just walk away because it is a significant commitment that you have with this person, you know. And there's still love here with the Two of Cups. There's still a lot of love here. It's just there are obviously some problems that need addressing, but I don't feel like it's beyond reach. And we have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse energy. So I feel like, yes, neither of you want to have this like bickering confrontation. You don't want to be stressed, going to bed miserable, going to bed hating your life, you know, things like that. You don't want to be one of those couples, is what I feel. So I feel like you're both willing to at least try and work this out, which is good, okay? Now with the Knight of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or possibly a Gemini. We also have Virgo here. Could be another Taurus. We have Gemini showing strongly though. But regardless, I feel like this person, they do still have a lot of love for you also. You both have a lot of love for each other, right? And I feel like you're both wanting to make this work. So I feel like you're both making the decision to give this one last try, okay? By these new means, okay? Whether it's, you know, just talking to each other and trying to take a different approach on how you communicate, or by having a third party mediate the discussion, right? Either as a counselor, a therapist, or a family member or friend who is very good with this kind of work, right? But I feel like you're both showing up, okay, in different energies. You're coming at this more practical, they're coming at from more of a desire to rekindle the romance in the relationship, okay? So maybe that's where the disconnect lies, is that you want stability in your life. Again, this person wants more romance in their life. But regardless, this is something you can both work towards, okay, and find that perfect balance. So let's see what else we can find out here. Three of Swords, yeesh, okay. A lot of pain here. Something went down that caused a lot of pain in the connection. Yeah, I feel like there were things said in the heat of the moment that were really painful. That's why you have to find a new way to communicate. There may have been, someone may have even threatened to go off with a third party just to get a rise out of the other person. This could be your person saying this just to see how you'd react, because they feel like you don't love them anymore. There's no desire or passion for them. So they may have said something out of turn just to see how you respond to it, Taurus. But obviously that hurt you a great deal, right? And I feel like they do feel bad for doing that. It's just they were trying to spark a reaction because they feel like you're just, you know, emotionally not there. You're just focused on your work, your resources, your responsibilities, the children. There's no passion anymore. There's no bonds here at all, right? So maybe that's why they did it. But I feel like things were said out of turn on both sides, possibly in the heat of the argument, and it caused a lot of pain. But that Five of Swords in the bottom of the deck, yeah, it was like below the belt what was said, okay, in the heat of a discussion or an argument. And I feel like, yeah, with the King of Cups, this could very well be a Scorpio. This person was trying to get the emotional upper hand because they feel like, again, look, the moon, that's Cancer, Pisces energy, not knowing how you feel, being completely in the dark, wondering if they can even move forward with you, if you even want to be with them anymore, not sure if you still have any desire or passion for them, or if you want someone new, right? So there we go, we're getting to the heart of the issues now. Sorry about that, just dropped my cards everywhere. But I feel like, yes, we are getting to the heart of the issues now. But I feel like it's not that there was cheating involved, it was just some things were said in the heat of the moment just to stir a reaction. And it was, you know, it was very sabotory, okay? There was self-sabotage with, you know, what was said on both sides. It was just the kind of thing you shouldn't do to each other. You don't cut each other down like that, regardless of, you know, if you feel like you're lacking something in the connection. You know, you need to be able to actually communicate. So that's what you're both learning from this. Just, you had to learn, you know, in a painful way, which is often the case, right? And the last card. Okay. Yeah, Six of Cups. I mean, this is it. You know that you both want to make this work, that you still have a lot of love for each other. You have I'm telling you, some of you guys definitely have children with this person. I feel like you've known each other a long time. You're both very much emotionally invested in this connection, so you don't want to give it up. But you have to address these wounds head on. You have to address head on what was said, but be willing to listen to each other as well. Be willing to try and understand each other and not just get into another screaming match and pointing the finger, okay? And be respectful of each other's feelings. Don't say things to hurt the other person, because ultimately you're hurting yourself as well. I mean, it's not nice to hurt people, especially those we care about. Why would you want to do that? And then it'll only hurt you because you'll feel bad that you hurt the person you're in love with. So it doesn't make sense, okay? So to avoid that where possible. But it does require you with the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse to be open to each other's perspectives, to be open to what needs to be expressed. Because you both had your walls built up for a while, now it's time to let your guard down and be vulnerable with each other so you can heal the connection. So Taurus, I hope this helped whoever this message was for. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Click the notifications bell so you know when your next set of readings are published. All forms of support are greatly appreciated. So I'm sending you guys all the best of luck with that, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.